Hi, I'm Emily Myatt, Master Groomer from Pet Stylist Academy on the Gold Coast in Australia. So my first tip for looking after your blades. There is occasionally people that come up to me that complain about how often they're having to get their blades sharpened, or their clipper repair guy has told them they're doing something wrong. But if you've never been shown how to correctly oil and lubricate your blades and clean them out to look after them properly, then here's a few tips. When you look carefully at the blade from the underside, you'll see that there's a cutting blade. The cutting blade is the one that slides backwards and forwards, which is what actually is cutting the hair. So if you push your thumb downwards on that cutting blade, you should be able to slide it. It should be firm but not loose. If your blade can slip backwards and forwards really easily, then it's too loose and you need to get the tension adjusted. The tension's adjusted by these two arms here. This is the spring. This is what applies the pressure to keep your cutting blade firmly on the actual blade itself. You also have this little thing here called a foot. Now if you're trying to clean blades and you accidentally push the blade all the way out and you lose this little plastic foot here, your clippers will not cut, they will not work, and you won't be able to put them back together again properly. So it's really important that you don't lose that little plastic foot. But when you're cleaning your blades, you don't need to slide that blade out completely. Just take it halfway, little toothbrush, dust out any hair or debris that might have caught in there. Slide your blade then back the opposite way, same, brush it out both sides, get rid of all the little hair and debris that might have been caught in there. And then before you put the blade back together, 1 drop of oil is all you're going to need. Now the clipper oil, made by Groom Professional, it's light and it's perfectly balanced to be used on clippers. So don't use oil that's not designed for clipper blades, because that will make your blades sticky and hard to use. Don't over oil. I see people sometimes putting a strip of oil right along the whole edge of the clipper blade. If you use too much, you'll find your blade is just going to stick in the coat, it'll jam the blades, and you won't get very much work done. 1 small little drop on the first cutting blade, so just there in the middle, 1 small drop, and then on the rear of the clipper blade as well, because you've got 2 edges here that blade slides backwards and forwards on, so you need to oil both sides. Small drop on the back of the blade, and then put it back in place. But make sure you're running the blade on a pair of clippers to spread that oil properly across the blades. Always have your clippers turned on when you're putting blades on and off your clippers. I see a lot of people that will put the blade on, slam it down, then turn their clippers on. That's not going to help you keep your blades and your tools long lasting. In fact, you can, if you don't do it correctly, snap your blade latch hook really easily. There's a little push button on the back of most set of clippers, and what that's for is to hold your blade on. So it's really important that you push that forward as you put the blade down on the clipper. Push the blade down, then let the hook go, because that hook is going to keep the blade on. If you don't push that forward and you just slap the blade down on the clipper, I've heard those snap. And again, then you've got someone going, well, my blades won't stay on. Why is that? It's because they haven't been using the clippers on and off correctly. So clippers on first, slide your blade onto the lever here, hold your blade latch forward, push it forward, push your blade down, and then let it go. So now your blade is on nice and secure, it can't come off, and away you go. My blade's now oiled, I've met the blades backwards and forwards so that oil is now continuous across both cutting surfaces. And now I'm good to go. I can move on to the next blade. Keeping your blades on some paper towel in your storage case or on something slightly absorbent helps absorb any moisture, any excess oil in case you've been a bit too heavy-handed, and it just protects your blades and stops them from rusting out or getting seized.
Hi, thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like that, or you can check Christie's Direct out on Facebook and Instagram.